Hi fans of high quality entertainment. Today I am doing the letters A and K with my favorite bands, and I've ranked them, and I also mention some others that aren't in the top 10 but I still kind of like. And I will be continuing my series on ranking The Clash. I just want to listen to this at least one more time before I rank and review it. And just quickly about my Patreon, I've added 2 more levels. So there's a level that's $2 per month, less than the cost of a coffee, or about the cost of a coffee. And that's for anybody that doesn't want to give any requests but would just like to watch all of the videos there. And there's going to be quite a few because I already have, I think, over 10 there, including a 15-minute video of watching the Beatles performing live, and it is so good, in 1965. And another level that's just for 2 people per month. I don't want to do it too much, but it's for full album reactions. So I'll listen to the full album and you can listen along with me on Patreon. It's just nice to have a place where you don't have to worry about copyright, about, getting strikes or whatever like you do on YouTube. That's the only reason I do it, or I'd be doing it on YouTube. Where am I? Okay, so, yeah. When I started this series, if I had really thought it over more, I would have included solo artists, but at the time I had Frank Zappa under F instead of Z or Z, and I just stuck with bands. And then there's some letters where there's not enough bands for each letter, so I've combined some of the letters. But it's just for some high quality entertainment. So the 4 bands that aren't in my top 10 but I like include April Wine, a great Canadian band. I've never had any of their albums, but all of their radio hits I think are great. And they do a killer version of King Crimson's 21st Century Schizoid Man. Not as good as King Crimson's, but pretty damn good. Argent, Hold Your Head Up, one of my all-time favorite 70s songs, but once again I never delved into their albums. Killing Joke, Love Like Blood, their debut album with The Wait, W-A-I-T, and I've checked out their discography and it all sounds really cool. I've just never bought any of their albums. And Arcade Fire, I was a fan, but I loved their album Funeral, and then I bought the next 2, and I don't know, I just kind of lost interest in them. But they're still a very good band. So number 10 is, it's the only album I will ever own by them, but this came out in 1974, and I remember buying it as soon as it was in the store, and it's my favorite Kiss album, and always will be. Yeah, Deuce, Nothing to Lose, Firehouse, Cold Gin, Strutter, and Black Diamond, possibly my favorite Kiss song. That's number 10. Number 9, I don't have in my CD collection, but I have in the past, just one album. But I do want to get it again at some point. It is Aerosmith, but I love early Aerosmith, like quite a few people do. But I do know they have fans of their later, more commercial stuff. But Toys in the Attic is a great album. And Draw the Line, I love the song Draw the Line, and that album is good. And of course, Rocks. So yeah, early Aerosmith at number 9. Number 8, this band I never really play, but they'll always be in my CD collection. I will play them again someday. It's just, I've heard them enough. AC/DC, Let There Be Rock, my favorite AC/DC album. Back in Black, and High Voltage. Number 7. Now Glenn isn't going to like me for this. Glenn Calloway from the Basement, because there's another band ahead of this band that, well, a couple of bands actually. But number 7 for me is King Crimson. I absolutely love this album. In the Court of the Crimson King, and Discipline, when we did our CD exchange last year. I really love this one too, and I do want to start slowly getting into more of their earlier albums. And you know, when I decide these rankings, it's kind of what I focus on is which band would I want to hear at the moment. So you know, it might change. A year from now, the list might be totally different. But for right now, I play this band quite often. It is Kraftwerk. And my favorite album is probably Radioactivity. And then I have Autobahn, which I love too. I just find them very, very relaxing to listen to. And this one, The Man Machine, I rarely play. Their later albums, I don't know. I should give this another chance, but I prefer their earlier material. That's number 6. Also under K is one of Glenn Calloway's favorite bands. Yeah, Klaatu. I love Klaatu. And this one, I bought this double because it was the cheapest way to get this album, Hope, but it included this one. And I recently got Sir Army Suit and Endangered Species, which are more commercial rock. They're still good though, but I will definitely listen to Hope and 3:47 Eastern Standard Time the most, those two. Number 4, under the letter A. This band I first heard in the early 70s with the album In Hearing of Atomic Rooster, and then later on I bought Death Walks Behind You, which I didn't care for as much. But with this box set I bought a year or two ago, I love everything they do, you know, the early albums. So yeah, Death Walks Behind You, the album is great. And yes, that's true. So yeah, Atomic Rooster with the great Vincent Crane is at number 4. So number 3 is under A, but this band, who is also kind of solo artist, could be under A, it could be under K, and it could be under B, but I've put everything under A, and it is the great Arthur Brown's Kingdom Come. And there's Arthur Brown with his first album, which was The Crazy World of Arthur Brown, which I love. And this is his band Kingdom Come, which was originally just called Kingdom Come. And then, you know, the record company wanted his name added to it. So Arthur Brown's Kingdom Come. Yeah, all 3 of their studio albums are really, really, really good. And his latest, which I've done a review on, and Arthur Brown's been very nice with the feedback and appreciative, is Long, Long Road. It's as good as these. So, big fan of Arthur Brown. I definitely want to get more of his albums. Number 2. This was a band, and now it's known as a solo artist. But it started out as a band. That's why it's under A for Alice Cooper. The Alice Cooper Band. His solo career I didn't really follow as much, but I totally respect Alice Cooper. He's still performing today, and I know he puts on killer Killer shows. But I love the band years the most. I just wish that they would update these, because I think these CDs I have are from when CDs first came out. Kind of cheap. They sound really good though, but I still wish that they would remaster these and put the Alice Cooper band in a box set. So the only one missing is Pretty's For You and their final one. I forget the name of it at the moment. Muscle of Love. Yeah, that's it. Muscle of Love. So number 1, under the letter K. Guess who it is? What band? What band have I been talking about for the last few months? A lot. It's the friggin' Kinks. That's right, I said friggin'. Yeah, and so far I've got Face to Face, Arthur, which is my favorite of their albums so far, Something Else by the Kinks, Lola versus Power Man and the Money Go Round part 1. Everybody's in Showbiz. The Kinks are the Village Green Preservation Society. Muswell Hillbillies. And I also have the Essential Kinks. Double CD of all of their amazing songs. So I definitely want to get more of the early Kinks and then more of the later Kinks. But that's what I've got so far. And yeah, they've really, like, I've always loved the Kinks, but in the last year or so, they've really, really grown in stature for me. And they're definitely right up there with the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and the Who as one of the great 60s bands. And 70s, of course, and maybe 80s, 90s. And that's it. I would love your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.